Marcelo checks and Rocco bets, and Marcelo's gonna make the okie dokie call.
Because Marcelo's defended so many times, he could easily have 10-9 here, or...
Oh boy, 7 of hearts on the turn, makes it aces and sevens for Marcelo. He's checking again.
Imagine free raffle tournaments, giveaways, and hanging with the WPT Global Ambassadors. It's happening now on the WPT Global Discord channel. Stop by for Q&As with Andrew Nemi, Rampage, and Brad Owen. And join our raffles for free tickets to the Sunday Slam. Click the link in the YouTube description below to join.
Five-handed poker, Rocco Palumbo, an Italian. He just doubled up before, folds the hand, and now the great Mike Sexton with ace-4 of hearts. Is this going to be the time?
Raise. 48.
48,000, just a min raise, nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely, and now the chip leader, Marcelo, picking up a pair of 8s. Pretty solid.
This is where I'd like to see a re-raise of some sort, Vince, because the re-raise gives you a great chance just to win the pot right then and right there. You could show the hand afterwards. I'm not bluffing, you know, but I like the re-raise here because if you let Mike have control of the hand and it comes king-queen, Mike's going to just bet and you're going to fold the 8. So take the pot right now.
Well, that's what he's trying to do. He makes it 100,000 to go. Robbie Benyi gonna lay it down. Xia,
I waited for you to come back.
not surprisingly, folds. And Mike Sexton will release the hand. And that's exactly what he did, Phil.
Yep.
Shows the hand, shrugs, and says, hey, I'm top dog out here right now.
And Rocco moves to second place in chips, by the way.
Wow, yeah.
The player with the most experience.
Except for Sexton, of course.
Yeah.
Hall of Famer Mike Sexton in major contention. Just not picking up the hands tonight so far.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, he's playing a good, solid strategy.
All right, we have a couple folds around to Rocco again. And look at this. Rocco has a pair of queens. He's got the ladies. Makes it 48. Mike out.
Come on. We watched the last show. Rocco misplay a pair of aces.
Yeah.
Then he picked up the aces again and doubled up against an ace-queen.
Yep.
And now he picks up queens. He seems to be holding all the hands.
He has, and this time he's getting action with his queens. Marcelo has called with ace-7.
Non che mi tanga, ma c'è tipo 2 milioni. Tipo.
So let's see who will get lucky, and it's an ace just like that on the flop. Beautiful for Marcelo. Out-flopping Palumbo.
Now I'm going to tell you that I'll take the opposite tack now and say it's kind of unlucky when you pick up queens and it comes ace-9 deuce, especially against a blind hand.
Marcelo checks and Rocco bets, and Marcelo's going to make the okie dokie call.
Because Marcelo's defended so many times, he could easily have 10-9 here, or...
Oh boy, 7 of hearts on the turn, makes it aces and sevens for Marcelo. He's checking again.
What a card.
He's trying to trap again, make Rocco bet. And Rocco, like a zombie, is going to do exactly what he wants. He's betting it. 85,000.
I don't hate that bet. So go ahead and bet it and find out where you're at. I mean, that's the last chips you're going to put in this hand. So you bet 85. If he has the, you know, if he can raise you here, then you fold, and that's the end of the hand. You know?
Marcelo is going to raise, yep. He's doing the right thing. Make him pay off if you want to outdraw him potentially. Makes it 200,000 to go.
No, I think Rocco can get away here, and we're on to the next hand.
Throw up the white flag, perhaps. Make a nice lay down.
And when an amateur check raises you on 4th Street, there's enough information for you to let go of this hand.
Look at Marcelo looking confident, and he should be, but usually a player looking confident is weak, generally speaking.
200, pieni.
Look at this. He looks like he's getting chips in. Yes, he is.
Whoops.
He's going to pay him off. This is kind of startling. Hate to hit a queen on the river.
I'd say it's a pretty bad call.
It looks like it. This is great for Marcelo, and a king on the river.
Okay, Marcelo, you get maybe a free 150,000, maybe 250. A lot of people would bet 250 here.
He might value bet it, but he's not. Check, check.
What?
Oh,
he
boy.
checked aces and stuff. Well, he was worried about ace-king. Why would you be worried about ace-king? Rocco raised on the button. He could have had anything. He could have had ace-8, ace-10, ace-jack. He could have had king-queen of clubs and hit a king. He may well have called 150, 200,000 there. That was a really bad check.
Mike is in second chip position at this point. Now, look at this, going to the floor here. Xia Lin going all in with an ace-3, finally playing a hand.
2 shows I've been waiting for him to make a move. He's finally all in.
Right behind him, Rocco with a pair of 6s, gonna lay it down.
I don't mind that laydown. 182,000 is like, you know, what, 25% of his chips?
Sexton out, and now the chip leader, Marcelo. Can't play his queen high, so the only one left to get by is Robbie. And he's got a jack 8 of hearts. He's in the big blind.
Easy fold. They haven't heard from Z in 4 days, so they all think he has aces, you know?
It's so true. Well, you get the respect, and Xia's gonna get his respect and pick up a little something there.
Imagine free raffle tournaments, giveaways, and hanging with the WPT Global Ambassadors. It's happening now on the WPT Global Discord channel. Stop by for Q&As with Andrew Nemi, Rampage, and Brad Owen. And join our raffles for free tickets to the Sunday Slam. Click the link in the YouTube description below to join.
We're back here, and this one is going on right now. Let's go to the felt. Rocco Palumbo has raised with ace-jack to 48. Everybody folds around to Robbie. And Robbie's got a king-jack of spades.
Call.
He's gonna call it. Xia Lin looks at an ace. 6 of diamonds. He's going all in with this. He's shoving.
Why? Why go all in? I mean, you waited 4 days to move all in, and now you're going to do it with ace-6 of diamonds over the top of 2 people, at least one of which is likely to call you?
I'm all in.
Well, Rocco saying, I'm all in. He's going back over the top with his ace-jack, and he's going to make Robbie lay down his hand. They squeezed him out.
Good luck.
So Rocco right now in a great position to knock out Xia Lin.
Wow.
Prima su asso 10 contro.
Xia, they call him Tom Dwan, 87. That's his nickname, because he loves Tom Dwan. And he needs to get some luck
You could
here.
just call him All I Do Is Fold.
Ace-jack up against ace-6. Can Xia get lucky?
What a horrible flop for the ace-6. A 7 comes, he makes a straight. Yes, but he still loses. So there's a bunch of cards that will just kill his hand where he can't win. But a 7, it's basically over. Queen, it's basically over.
That's right.
Jack, it's basically over.
Yep. Wow. Here comes the 4th street for Xia. Oh, that's a straight there.
Oh my goodness, think about this. If Xia doesn't go crazy in
you're
this
right.
hand, think about this.
Yes.
Rocco goes broke on this
Yes,
hand.
you're right.
Because, oh my goodness, Robbie would have made a king high straight and busted him.
Xia Lin, he is out in 5th place. Gonna take home 30,000 euros. The Italian has to say goodnight. We'll see what happens. Marcelo with a quick fold.
I'm sure it's benefited Mike to see all these different styles. He has a, you know, he's a Hall of Famer with a ton of experience. He's in a great position. Mike Sexton will win this tournament.
Please.
Well, right now it's on Robbie. He is going to raise with Jack 8 of diamonds with the button. Makes it 50,000 to go. Rocco Palumbo came in as a short stack, and now he's doing quite well with close to 1.2 million. Will not play that hand, though.
The 8-9 of hearts, interesting laydown there. Not really a young person type of laydown. But look, the young person folded the 8-9, and the old guy called with the 6-4 of hearts.
He really did.
Role reversal.
Mike's going to stick around, and look at this. Bingo, bango, bongo, like he would say. He has flopped the nuts, and he's going to check it.
Look at that flop. That is just a thing of beauty. He has flopped the nuts straight. There's no flush draws.
Robbie going to check behind him. Ace of clubs on the turn.
Well, ace is one of those cards where I just think Robbie has to bet. He has to represent the ace. Mike could easily have a hand like, you know, 6-7 suited, Queen Jack. So Robbie has to represent the ace and fire here.
To Mike's delight, he's got the pigeon betting, and it's 55,000.
Now Mike has to consider his options. Miracle against miracle. Robbie could have a 4, and in that one case, a big raise makes a lot of sense. Or maybe he has an ace and Mike thinks he'll call.
All right, repop. Yeah, makes it $1.80 to go.
too much. I think he raised a little bit too much. I mean, Robbie has nothing anyway,
Yeah.
but I'd like to see him raise a little bit less than that. Give Robbie a chance to call if he had ace-8, you know.
Yeah, well, Robbie's going to release the hand. Mike Sexton picking up that pot. Just flopping the nuts.
Chop and shutta, as we say. Mike's chop and shutta. But seriously, I did have fun playing with the Italian players, and they have such passion for the game.
Action's on Mike, a quick fold by him.
And I folded the 6-4, so he just flopped a straight with that hand. What's he doing?
That's right. Marcelo out, and now Robbie Benyi.
Ace-8, great hand to have in the small blind here. And, you know, I mean, you look at the blinds are 12 and 24,000. He's sitting on, you know, 500,000. So basically he has 20 big blinds. Some people would move in with that hand. I don't like that play, but the math is close to where you're probably, you know, it's getting close to where you're supposed to almost move in with that hand.
Lucky didn't, because right behind him, Rocco has picked up ace-king.
How lucky has Rocco been against Robbie?
All in.
And Rocco says, I'm going to go all in. I'm going to push you all in.
Yep, and the all-in raise may allow Robbie to get away from his hand. Rocco sent a message. I speak Texas Hold'em. I'm sending a message. I have a big hand, and Robbie apparently speaks some Texas Hold'em. Let's see if he can decipher the code.
Yes.
He is a computer software engineer. Can he decipher the code, the Hold'em code, and fold this hand? Because I think he can fold this hand.
This would be a good getaway.
And I think he should fold this hand.
He looks disappointed, though.
It's interesting, you know, some of the new generation internet kids would call with the ace-8 there,
Well, he's gonna lay
thinking
it
that
down,
their
yeah.
opponent had any kind of ace-high or a king-queen or a king-jack.
Well, he does the right thing.
I'd say that's a very good laydown.
Sure. Rocco a little disappointed. He couldn't trap his man right there.
What does he want? He keeps he had aces against his ace-queen earlier.
Wow, what hands Rocco is picking up. Plus, he's playing well as well. Who will become the WPT champion from Venice, Italy here tonight? We will see. Action on Marcelo. And this time, he's got a king-9. He's going to make it 51,000 to go. And now Robbie takes a look at, a couple tens. Pretty strong. Robbie considers himself a professional for the last 2 years.
All in.
And he's going to go all in with it. Now it's on Rocco. Folds his hand. Mike out.
Pretty standard all-in here. Now Marcelo, it's, you know, 407,000 more to him. King-9 seems like it's just a very, very, very easy fold here.
470.
Marcelo, Montagner. He looks sort of like an Italian actor, a movie star. He looks well-dressed.
Yes, he does.
Very cosmopolitan.
Yep.
But this would be just an awful call.
Wow, he's counting the chips, really? They look dangerously close to being in there, too, in the pot.
That would be a major mistake. If these chips go in. This would be a terrible
The K9.
Terrible call, yeah, just with king-9. But he is taking a long time. Robbie Benyi with a solid pair of tens.
Well, he might dress well, but a suave player would have folded the hand a long time ago.
Winds up doing the right thing. And Robbie Benyi, the former engineer, he worked for computers for 20 years, will take the pot very nicely. As you can see, Robbie struggling here with 561,000 in chips. Mike Sexton 1.4, Marcelo 2 million, and Rocco Palumbo with 1.1. And here we go. Action on Robbie, our short stack. And he won't play that junk. Around to Rocco. Oh, it's not aces again for Rocco. It's a nothing hand.
48.
But, whoa, look at this. He's going to raise. Makes it 48,000 with a junk hand. Sexton out and Marcelo out. So look at that. That's impressive.
If you can get away with a lot of raising and taking down pots, that's the purest. That's just beautiful. If one raise wins you the blinds and antes, and you can get away with that a fair amount, every button, it's just beautiful.
Well, you're right. It is beautiful. He is super aggressive here tonight. His game is picking up beautifully.
And the only defense is to re-raise someone like that. And Mike is in the perfect position to do it. He's watched all the video. He knows what to do. I'd like to see him step up his game just a little bit.
But this time he's not going to do it. He folds his hand. Marcelo, though, with an ace-6 of spades in the small blind.
So Rocco's min raised it to 48,000 here. Good move, Marcelo. I like the re-raise here. Make it about 150,000. Just end this thing.
But no, interestingly enough, he makes it a total of 85.
That's like the smallest re-raise I've seen from anybody all day. That's like almost a min re-raise. It's crazy. Only 37,000 more. You don't want people to call when you have the ace-6 of spades. Make the big re-raise and end it.
Well, Robbie has folded, and Rocco will, of course, make this call. He's been induced to call.
37, yeah, totally induced to call.
And so we've got ace-6 up against queen 10. And we are flopping, and there's a 10 just like that with 2 7s. So Rocco has outflopped Marcelo.
Marcelo checks, good. Rocco, I like his check. Here's why I like it, because if he has the best hand, he's trapping his opponent. And oh, what a great trap card that is.
Better and better. Hits the 10. So he has 10s full.
Also, Rocco, if, for example, Marcelo had the ace-jack of diamonds on that flop, Rocco didn't want to get raised off of it, so he made a nice check.
Well, Marcelo's betting 100,000.
Now, Marcelo only had 85,000 in this pot. Okay, now his $100,000 bet here is fine with me. He needs to find out, I mean, ace high is probably good, and he needs to go ahead and make the bet.
Oh, and Rocco is going to make the nice okie dokie call. Show tune's going off in his head. A nice performance.
There's a 4, so now basically what Marcelo has is a bluff catcher. He has an ace, but really there is no bluff because the board is 10-10, 7-7. So what he needs to do is check and probably fold here.
But he's not doing what you're saying, Phil.
Marcelo, check and fold. Check and fold.
Not doing it. He's going to make a bet.
225,000.
He's going to donate.
Listen, he only had 85,000 in there up until the board was 10-10, 7-7. Putting 100 in there was like, gives you all the information you need. Now he wants to bet $225,000. This is a meltdown, Vince.
Back to the hardware store.
Oh my
this
goodness.
Play. And there comes the over the top.
600,000 from Rocco. Okay, so now Marcelo has the world's easiest fold. Let's go to the next hand. You lost way too much money on this hand.
Yep. Uh-oh.
Oh my God, he's called this. He's just given Rocco the tournament.
That's
He's
incredible.
given him 600,000 on the river.
Oh boy.
That was a horrendous play. Wow.
Oh man.
Now that's going to send him back to the hardware store.
Imagine free raffle tournaments, giveaways, and hanging with the WPT Global Ambassadors. It's happening now on the WPT Global Discord channel. Stop by for Q&As with Andrew Nemi, Rampage, and Brad Owen. And join our raffles for free tickets to the Sunday Slam. Click the link in the YouTube description below to join.
Don't count out Mike Sexton yet. His chance of becoming a WPT champion on the line tonight. This time he picks up a nice hand. Ace-Queen. And he's going to raise to 90,000.
Look at this. It's the third time that Mike has raised and an opponent has picked up a king-queen. The first one, Xia, basically folded the king-queen when Mike raised with, I believe it was a pair of fives maybe. The second time, Robbie called him with king-queen. Mike won that pot. And Marcelo has king-queen suited and, of course, called.
Yes, Robbie and Rocco go away.
Mike's in great shape. He's going to bet every flop here no matter what comes. Marcelo has one chance and one chance only. He needs exactly a king on the flop. Not very likely.
But we will see it. Oh, it is a king.
But
Just
possible.
Like that. Oh, boy.
That's ugly because here comes Mike. He has to fire.
100,000.
Now, the minute that the Mike should basically be done with his hand because Marcelo just called so quickly. It looks like a king-jack for real.
And here we go into the turn. A jack comes up. So Mike does have a straight draw, inside straight draw. He's going to check. Marcelo quickly betting 100,000.
At this point, Mike really can't beat anything. Maybe 7-8 suited. So, you know, maybe he puts him on 6-8 suited and decides to call 100,000 to try to hit, you know, a queen, an ace, or a 10.
Oh, he's gonna call this.
Yeah.
So
He's getting
we're
a lot
going
of
to the
odds.
river.
9, almost. He needed a 10, not a 9 to make the straight. That's how afraid they are of
Check,
Mike.
check,
He's gonna
yeah.
check top pair with a big kicker.
It's almost like Marcelo expected to lose that. He just
Yeah.
you know.
I check, Mike. I check. I know how tight you're playing.
Yeah. There, WPT Champions Cup. Who will become the champion, have their name inscribed on that beautiful trophy? Like all the champions, we will see. But right now the antes are up to 5,000. Blinds 15 and 30. Action on Robbie Ben-Yi. He's on a short stack. He's got queen jack.
That's okay. Go ahead and raise it. No worries.
Exactly what he does. Makes it 70,000. But whoa-oh. Rocco behind him with ace queen.
It's unbelievable.
Right.
Aces against ace queen. I mean, every ace 8 against ace king. Every single time that Robbie has a hand, he's playing very patiently. Rocco has a better hand.
You're right.
It starts to drive a man batty, insane.
He's going to try
Poker bratty.
He's going to try to punish him. Makes it 155. Sexton out. And Marcelo also folding. So back around to the man that originally raised, who looks absolutely disgusted. He's just saying to himself, who is this guy on my left? Get out of here. And he's going to fold it.
Your mind says, you know what, I have to call. But your heart deep inside says, you know what, the right play is a fold. He has it again. It's disgusting, though.
Wow, Rocco Palumbo has a bracelet under his belt. He's married, 4-year-old son, former accountant, making things work tonight. But onto this hand, Mike Sexton, quick fold. And now Marcelo with a jack, a deuce, is going to raise. Making it 110,000. And Robbie, be getting tortured here tonight, has ace-6. Could this be the shove hand? Blinds are 15 and 30.
He's sitting on 420,000 here.
Just take these guys out of the play, perhaps. Try to pick this one up. Let's see what Robbie does. Oh, boy.
I like the fact he's taking his time, thinking about it, trying to decide. I think the thoughts running through his head, I'm a short stack, I have an ace.
I'm all in.
There you go. He's going to push it.
Robbie sorted it all out, he figured it all out, and he made a
Rocco
very
out.
nice push, and this pot is over.
And Marcelo,
Ho sbagliato la size.
uncallable with a jack deuce, you would think.
305,000 more, come on. Doesn't make any sense, although he is melting down.
Whoa, what the heck?
8-15 solo?
But look at this, he's counting. He's wasting our time, Vince.
I would think so. This is more or less uncallable.
Just like earlier on the show with the king 9 and Robbie had the 2 10s and, you know, he wasted our time. I think that, you know, Marcelo, as some of the young poker players would like to say, I'd like to have that minute of my life back. Very clever.
But you never know.
The young breed.
He's
Graham.
really considering it. He's doing it. He's making this call with jack deuce.
He just called with a jack deuce offsuit. Is there a psychiatrist in the house?
Ho sbagliato la size.
Oh, boy. If you're Robbie, you love
that-
this. You love this action.
This is a meltdown of magnificent proportions.
Well, he's a dog, obviously, but not that bad of a dog. Still a bad call.
He just gave 700,000 away drawing dead,
Robbie's
and now
loving
he's
it.
trying to give it all away drawing
Yeah,
dead. What
you're
is
right.
this? This is horrendous play.
You never know. Maybe he'll get lucky with his jack deuce. Let's take a look at the flop. It's a
Solo un asso.
queen 7.
Yeah, good luck now.
Great
getting
for
lucky.
Robbie.
È buono? Per me è buono.
Has a big chance of doubling up.
Non so, vedi te.
Nothing appearing from Marcelo. You're right, he is sort of melting down here.
This is he must realize right now, what am I doing?
5 of hearts on the turn, so no help there for Marcelo. Robbie with a big chance to double up.
Very simple, Vince. There's 3 deuces and 3 jacks, okay? So 38 wins to 6 wins right now. Over 6-1 favorite. And Robbie's back.
Oh no!
But no, the 6-1 shot does not hold up. The river's a deuce. And we're gonna say bye-bye to Robbie.
Unbelievable. Marcelo feeling it perhaps with Jack Deuce, makes the call of the year. Makes it on the river. He is knocked out. Robbie Beguet in a shocking way on the river.
What you call call of the year, I would call something else.
Well, we got to say goodnight to Robbie Beguet. Going to take home 40,000 euros. Awful, awful river card for him. Let's see what he has to say.
Shaping up for Mike
Vince,
Sexton.
I'm glad Vince is, I'm glad that Phil Helmut's in the box with you because I wouldn't be able to explain that last hand.
I play very well all the tournament, and I want to reach first or runner-up. That's my least place I want. A fourth is not enough for me. I want the first place. It's WPT, you don't play WPT every day. Then reaching the final table, it's a must.